Hiya Toon Fanatics, and welcome to Toon Corner. And today we'll be talking about some Toontastic facts about Ren and Stimpy. For this list, we'll be talking about the facts related to the anime series Ren and Stimpy, which appeared on Nickelodeon in the 1990s. Let's get started. For the inspiration of Stimpy, the inspiration came from a Looney Tunes cartoon made by Bob Clampett called A Gruesome Twosome. It features cats with big bulbous noses, and that's where the inspiration of Stimpy's design actually came from, while the inspiration for Ren came from a postcard that features a chihuahua wearing a sweater. When the creator of the show, John Kricfalusi, was just doing sketches of both Ren and Stimpy, he never really thought about putting those two characters together. It wasn't until a friend of his walked by and noticed John's drawings, so his friend just walked up to John and said, "Why don't you have this psychotic chihuahua with the dumb cat character?" And so John thought about it for a second, and he was like, "Sure, that will work." And the rest, they say, is history. For the voice of Ren, John Kricfalusi provided the voice of Ren by doing an impersonation of Peter Lorre, while Stimpy's voice was provided by Billy West, doing an impersonation of Larry Fine from the Three Stooges. There are times where John would feel embarrassed about how a cartoon comes out whenever he was working on Ren and Stimpy. So, for example, he was embarrassed with how Nurse Stimpy came out. And so whenever you look at the credits, instead of seeing John K., you will see Raymond Spum. That is actually John's nickname because of how embarrassed John was of that cartoon. John has been known as a really hard guy to work with in the animation industry. There's actually been times where John and the Nickelodeon executives would just butt heads and just bicker about different stuff, like what scenes should stay in the episode, what scenes should actually be cut out of the episode. And also, cartoons would be late and not on time. So Nickelodeon got pretty fed up with John, and they decided to fire him from his own show. After John got fired, there was a couple of changes that happened during the making of Ren and Stimpy. Billy West became the official voice of both Ren and Stimpy, and the production of Ren and Stimpy moved from John's studio, Spumco, to a studio called Games Animation, which is a studio well known for working on other Nickelodeon shows like Hey Arnold, for example. And the question of the day is, what Toontastic fact about Ren and Stimpy were you surprised about? Just let me know in the comment section down below. Feel free to leave any requests. And I'll see you next time in Toon Corner.